Hi guys, welcome back to PBTV, and in this video we are going to look at G&G's new collaboration with GATE, which is the GMS series. It is the Games Master series, they're calling it. So this is a new range of G&Gs that have all the features that you'd expect in the build quality of G&G, but they all have GATE Asters in them. We've got 4 on the table. They're all part of the GMS series. They are all visually different, but internally they are the same. So when it comes to looks and things like that, we've got obviously M-Lock on most of them, or M-Lock on all of them with some rail additions, but there may be flash hider differences, length differences, stock differences, and things like that. But we're going to stick to the TR16 in the middle because I think it's personally, I think it's the nicest looking one. But again, various different shapes and models. Each one of these doesn't really come in different lengths. Some of them do, some of them don't. But there is a full range of the Games Master series online, including the super awesome short one there. It's got a fixed stock system on it, really short front end, and that M-Lock front. We will have another quick look at the variants shortly, but for the sort of deep dive and the look into this, we're going to stick to the TR16. And this is the 13.5-inch variant. I believe there is a 15-inch variant of this specific model as well. But internally, these are all the same as part of the GMS series. So we will start at the front, work our way back, and then dive inside. So as you can see on the front, we have quite a beefy looking sort of birdcage flash hider brake system on the front here. And as you can see underneath, it is grub screwed. So if you take that grub screw out, remove the flash hider, it is a 40mm counterclockwise thread. You could then put any accessory adapter or anything that you want on the front of this thing. And with the size of it and with being an Aster, this is sort of leaning into that DMR vibe look, sort of build and chonk that you'd expect from something that wants to be almost static, but can quite comfortably run and gun as an assault platform. So coming back, we do have a aluminium front rail system, and as you can see, it's M-Lock on the right, left, and on the bottom, and we do have 20mm cut down RIS on the top, so you'll see the sections are cut out here. It's just purely a weight saving system. And then we do have very small sections of RIS on the front, just on the left, right, and bottom. This, again, I've said this in some of the sort of training videos, the know-how videos, that if you are going to put a device on here, say a suppressor or a can or anything, and you want to put a torch on it as well, and you want to try and match the length or the protrusion of your torch to your suppressor, if you're not wanting to put it back here, or you're not wanting to M-Lock mount a torch, you do have the RIS sections at the front there to make sure you can sort of maybe thorntail a torch and push it out a little bit further. On the top, we do have the included flip-up sights. So again, there's no button or anything. They're just detented, so you can flip them up and drop them down as you wish. And they are adjustable as well. There's a little wheel here. So adjusting this raises and lowers the pin at the front. And on the back one, rotating on the side will do your left and right windage. Obviously, you can see as these are dropped down, you do have some fiber sights as well. It is very difficult to get a cheek weld on this and see the fibers on here, but it is a reference. You might still be able to use them. If you sort of canted at an angle, you could just use the dot at the front, or again, the greens at the back. What I believe it is obviously these have come on various different platforms, and they may have sort of drop stock variants or pistol variants, and these are just a catch-all flip-up sight. But again, they look really cool. They add a little bit of sort of tech visuals to the platform, giving it that modern, really cool look. Coming to the receiver, again, controls on this are very ambidextrous. We've got the selector, again, going safe and full auto. Pulling the charging handle back, we will see it locks back, and we do have a rotary style hop in there. Again, rotary hops, you'll hear me harp on about in every single video, that once they are set, they are very solid, and you're going to keep that hop in play all game. The paddle on the left-hand side does drop the bolt, mock bolt forward, and then pressing the mag release, we do get a low capacity 30 round AEG magazine. So again, we've looked at this in the office, and we believe because they've put some mock rounds in there, it does look incredibly cool and matches the vibe of the platform with the spring and everything, but obviously that's taken away some of the space for BBs, so it is a low cap magazine. Doesn't mean that this won't run with any other high, mid, or low cap magazine out there. If you wanted to run EPMs in this, it will run them absolutely fine. What we will say is it does have the last BB pusher. So as you can see, the follow in this is extremely long and it has this join in it and this bend in it. So you can reset that and put it back in place and put it in normally. But as you can see, if I drop this in and then remove it, that follow comes out. Whilst this is like this, you don't want to be putting this back in your platform because it will then start damaging the router of your hop and making it much more difficult for that to mesh with your magazine. Coming back from that, we do have a sort of almost oversized grip. I do quite like the ergonomics of this. It really does feel, it sort of melds with your hand really nicely. It feels like you've got a really strong grip on it. And then coming back, we have what I think is one of the nicest looking stocks I've seen on a new platform recently. Harkens to some of the sort of past like PTS styling and things like that. It is a slim, so we do have the stock tube for the battery compartment, but instead of having to press something on the bottom and maybe it getting caught or things, it's actually hidden inside the sort of silhouette of the stock. Again, sliding it backwards and forwards and it will lock in place. As for getting to your battery compartment, there is a button just on the top here, pressing it, and then you rotate. So you don't pull it backwards, you then rotate, and in there you will find a Dean's connector that you can put an 11.1 volt battery. So yes, these are 11.1 ready out the box. That goes for the entire GMS range because they have the Aster in it and they're G&G and they are sorted. They have the basically the MOSFET counts the teeth, so it does slow it down, speed it up, and does all the good stuff to prevent pre-engagement, so you can run 11.1 on this. So inside, apart from that GATE Aster, what else are we getting? There's all sorts of bits inside the gearbox to help this thing run incredibly smoothly. It's putting out about 330 FPS, plus or minus a couple, depending on barrel length and things like that, but it's only a few FPS between the different ones because it is a 6.03 tight bore barrel in here, and again, running an 11.1, this thing's going to be incredibly accurate over various different ranges. Even the short one, I'll just pick that up now. So the long one, it's about a 360mm barrel, and obviously we do have a much shorter front end on this, but again, that tight bore is going to help you keep that group in, and especially with the Aster and being able to sort out all the different MOSFET capabilities of the trigger, your snap shooting is going to be just, your response on this needs to be shown, so we'll get this on the range and show you what it can do. But again, the visual differences between this and the TR16, obviously we have a slightly different muzzle brake on the front, and we do have the fixed stock on the back. Again, removing this stock tube battery, again, you can pull the back end off and do various different things. The next one on the line, we have slight differences with, we have a tuning fork front end and just M-lock on the rail, and it is a lot thinner, this variant, and much lighter. The TR16 is about 2.7 kilos. Most of these are going to be much lighter than that, but they all do come with this same magazine. M-lock and sling points absolutely everywhere on these. There's QD on the stock and the rail, and normal ring sling loops on the back of the platforms as well. Slightly raised version here, and we've got the turret sights on here and another tuning fork, muzzle brake, flash hider system on there. And again, all these are part of the GMS series that have the GATE Aster inside. So what we will do, we'll take some BBs and we'll load this thing up with an 11.1, probably some 2.8s, seeing what the hop is capable of on our outdoor range. We'll take some pot shots. We've got a 30 and a 60 meter target, and we'll show you what this thing is really capable of. So join me outside in just a second. Hi guys, so we're outside. We have, so I said we were going to set this thing up with some 2.8s and set the hop and just pre-fire it a little bit, but we've not had to. So we've literally thrown some BBs in it, barely adjusted the hop at all, and this thing is absolutely sending rounds. So we do have 30 rounds in the low cap magazine, so running on the iron sights, I'm going to try and get on that near target to start with. Right, let's go for our 60 metre target. And then fun switch at the far target, see what's left in the magazine. And there it's gone. Again, 30 round magazine, so it's not going to last you a very long time, but if you're used to gas weapons, it's not out of this world to run low cap mags. And again, reloading is a lot of fun. Extremely impressed with this thing. There's a lot of times that we get new ranges, new sets, and the GMS is one of them where you get it on the range and you're expecting all the smoke and whistles to not quite hit the notes that you're expecting, but this is out the box and comfortably hitting that 60 metre target. Again, you've got that Aster in there, so you've got all the trigger options as well. Tight bore barrel, this thing is incredible, and I'm very much looking forward to getting my hands on that short one and seeing what that is like on the range as well. So let us know down below what you think of the GMS series, especially the TR16, and which one of the four you're leaning towards. Is it the big long one? Would you run it as a DMR? Is that short CQB one tickling the itch that you need? Let us know. As always, like, subscribe, do all them algorithm things. I'm going to put some more rounds down on this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.